Hey, everybody. I want to talk about a very important subject in any business, namely leadership. Leadership is really important in any endeavor in life, whether it's running a business, whether it's heading a group of people in any kind of project, whether it's being a dad, a mom, a big brother, a big sister. There are so many facets in life where leadership is such an important thing. And actually, in my personal journey, I created a purpose for my life that I call the 3 L's, and that is to love, to learn, and to lead. It's an ongoing process in terms of learning how to be the best leader that you can be. The statement, leaders are not born, they are made. I believe in that. You can actually make yourself be a leader. You can train somebody to be a leader, as opposed to, quote unquote, you either have it or you don't. Hey, there are thousands upon thousands of courses and training specific to leadership. But I find one of the easiest and quickest ways to learn about it, or to hone your skills, or to learn something new, is through books, like everything else. One of the better books I read about the subject is named Extreme Ownership. It's written by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin, two Navy SEALs who served in Iraq. And they use their experience in Iraq leading their teams as a way to distill certain principles in leadership. I'm going to go through this book. I'm going to basically share with you 7 takeaway points that I feel are important, and I'm sure this information will help in any kind of leadership endeavor you're involved in. So let's go ahead and do this. In this video, we'll break down the core principles of extreme ownership and discuss 7 key takeaways that you can apply to your business, career, or everyday life. Ready to take control? Let's jump in. With this information, we're diving into one of the most influential leadership books out there, Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. This book isn't just for military personnel. It's packed with insights that are relevant for business leaders, entrepreneurs, and anyone striving for personal growth and high performance. Who are the authors? Jocko Willink is a retired Navy SEAL officer who led SEAL Team 3's Task Unit Bruiser, the most highly decorated special operations unit in the Iraq War. He was awarded the Silver Star and Bronze Star for his bravery in combat. Leif Babin is a former Navy SEAL officer who served alongside Jocko Willink and was a platoon commander in Task Unit Bruiser during the Battle of Ramadi, one of the most intense combat missions of the Iraq War. At the heart of this book is the concept of extreme ownership, the idea that leaders must take full responsibility for everything in their sphere of influence. This means no excuses, no blaming others, and no shifting accountability. If something goes wrong, it's on you. The authors emphasize that leadership isn't about passing the blame, but about owning both the successes and failures of your team. When leaders embrace this mindset, it creates a culture of accountability and trust within the organization. The first key takeaway is to own every aspect of your responsibility, no matter what. Even if circumstances are beyond your control, leaders must still find solutions and prevent problems from escalating. When leaders take ownership, they empower their team to solve problems instead of making excuses. This doesn't mean taking the blame for every issue, but accepting that as a leader, you have the ability to change the outcome. Hey, let me briefly welcome you to Business Control Academy. I'm Dr. Jarjuro. If you found this information interesting or helpful, please subscribe. Let's go back to the takeaways. For key takeaway number 2, the authors argue that there are no bad teams, only bad leaders. Leadership is the single most important factor in whether a team succeeds or fails. Great leaders inspire their teams to perform better, hold them accountable, and cultivate a winning mindset. If a team isn't performing well, the leader must assess what needs to change, whether that's strategy, communication, or the leader's own behavior. Key takeaway number 3: cover and move. Teamwork is everything. The concept of cover and move comes from military operations, but it applies perfectly to business and everyday leadership. It emphasizes the importance of working together, supporting your teammates, and moving toward a common goal. Each part of your organization must work together seamlessly. No department or individual can function in isolation. When teams cover for each other, they build trust, prevent bottlenecks, and achieve their objectives more efficiently. Key takeaway number 4: simple plans win. In complex environments, simple plans are essential. Whether in combat or business, the clearer the plan, the easier it is to execute and adapt when things change. Overly complex plans are hard to communicate and prone to failure. Leaders must strip down their strategies to the essential elements and ensure that everyone understands the mission. When things go wrong, and they will, teams need simple instructions they can follow without hesitation. Key takeaway number 5: prioritize and execute. In high pressure situations, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the number of tasks and challenges demanding your attention. That's where the principle of prioritize and execute comes into play. Leaders must learn to identify the most critical task in any given moment, tackle that first, and then move on to the next. When you prioritize and execute, you bring clarity and focus to your team, even in chaotic environments. Key takeaway number 6: decentralized command. Empower your team. One of the most powerful lessons from extreme ownership is the importance of decentralized command, giving team members the authority and autonomy to make decisions at their level. Great leaders know they can't do everything themselves. By delegating decision-making to capable team members, you empower them to take ownership of their roles. This not only makes the organization more efficient, but also fosters leadership throughout the team. Key takeaway number 7: discipline equals freedom. The final takeaway, and perhaps the most famous principle from this book, is that discipline equals freedom. It may sound like a paradox, but the more disciplined you are in your daily habits and processes, the more freedom you create. By establishing discipline, whether it's in time management, planning, or execution, you free yourself from chaos and stress. Discipline allows you to make consistent progress toward your goals and gives you the freedom to respond effectively when unexpected challenges arise. To wrap things up, extreme ownership teaches us that leadership starts with taking complete responsibility. By embracing principles like teamwork, simplicity, decentralized command, and discipline, you can transform your leadership style and drive your team to success. These lessons are applicable to everyone, whether you're leading a business, managing a team, or just trying to become a better version of yourself. Remember, success starts with taking ownership of your actions and decisions.